brings me to talking about operating the dynamics of faith, this operating system. And one phrase encapsulates it all. It says, those who can hear the inaudible, see the invisible, think the unimaginable, and say the inexpressible, will experience the impossible. Can we say it again? Those who can what? Hear the inaudible. Hold your ears, please. Those who can hear the inaudible. See, touch your eyes, please, because this is a practical class. You need to enter into it. See the what? Invisible. Now think the unimaginable. And then say the inexpressible. They will do what? Have. Do this. They will have the impossible. In every area of life. The Bible says, as we read in Hebrews 11, verse 10, it says, by faith, people subdued kingdoms. They changed political situations by their faith. It requires a certain measure of faith. You need to be able to hear the inaudible, that it is changeable. See the invisible, that it is changeable. Think the unimaginable, that there will come a day that in every ward, in every nation, that there will be a Christian party in a seat. That the laws of this nation will revert to Christianity. Why is it impossible to believe? One day it was like that. Do you know that there was a time in this nation, apparently I was told not many years from now, in the 80s, that it was against the law to sell on Sunday because everybody was expected to be at church. Does it require too much faith to believe in what was before? This is the most important instrument in your body, your mind. This is where the processing takes place. The Bible says, and the Lord said in Genesis 11 verse 6, indeed the people are one and they all have one language. And this is what they begin to do. Now, nothing that they propose, one translation says imagine, to do will be withheld from them. Hear me, brothers and sisters. This is God speaking to the children of Israel. He said, nothing that they have what? Can you use the word? Imagine. Nothing they have what? Nothing they have what? Nothing they have what? Imagined to do. Nothing they have what? Imagined to do. Which means God said that your imagination is even as powerful enough to stop him. Did you hear what I said? Which means you can on one hand say, I believe in God. But you know what? In your mind, you're imagining something else. This marriage will be well. You're saying, have you heard people say with their mouth and say, it is well, oh. Have you heard that? Say, how are you doing? It is well, oh. And you know that the thing coming from their mouth is not engaged with what is in their mind. It is not well. And God is saying that whatever you say with your mouth cannot happen if it is not in your mind. Nothing that you have imagined, which means your mind, the picture in your mind is the greatest enhancer or inhibitor for your faith. James Allen said, this is a very wise man, he says, the mind is the master weaver, both of the inner garment of character and the outer garment of circumstances. Which means that the circumstances that happen to you and that you experience, you weave it with your own mind. And then the character, your lack of it, or your having of it, it is due to what you did in your mind. Let me say this to you. I can actually predict what will become of you, what you will become, by just listening to how you think. Some of you say, I know whether you will fall into the temptation that is coming your way or not. Right now, by listening to how you think, it is already established before the temptation comes. Right? Because in your mind already, you are thinking about that other woman, even though you are married to another man. You are thinking about, and so when that day comes, you know what? You've already rehearsed it. And so you will leave it out. The last is say. Tell somebody next to you, say, watch what you say. Mind what you say. Tell somebody next to you, say, mind what you say. You know, The Bible says in Mark 11:23 as we end, it says, have faith in God. The real translation is, have the God kind of faith. For assuredly I say to you, this is Jesus speaking, whoever says to this mountain or to this problem, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in the heart, or does not doubt in his heart. Remember, he says, whoever says, let's say it, whoever says and does not doubt. Remember the mind. He doesn't just say whoever says.